Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is Pete, also known as Lord PeteyTV, here to drop a little information, a little knowledge, a little tidbit of my insight of what I think what's happening. So I wanted to do this three-part series about um, the what's happening in Warcraft right now in season 4, or if you want to call it the faded raid situation, and what's going on right now, and what I think Blizzard is doing. So what I feel like is that Blizzard is taking this season to test a couple of things, to see how people are going to enjoy or not enjoy the game. Now, what I mean by that. Okay, so first we're going to go into the Mythic Plus Season 4 stuff. Um, so in Mythic Plus Season 4, what they did was what they normally do in a standard Mythic Plus season is give us our new affix in the end, for the fourth affix, which they've changed. But what they've done is they've removed most of the dungeons from the season, and they've left us the one mega dungeon, Tazavesh, and they've brought back some old dungeons, some old content. So what dungeons they've brought back is they've brought back Karazhan, upper and lower, Mechagon, upper and lower, uh, and then we have Tazavesh, Streets and Gambit, and then we have uh, Grimrail and Iron Docks. Um, Now, what I think the reasons for bringing these dungeons back is to see if people are intrigued, if they're gonna like them, if they're gonna enjoy playing old dungeons again with these new affixes. See if you can kind of freshen up a season. So I think that Blizzard's intention for that was to show people, we still have this out there, this content out there that's going, and we want to still use it. We don't want to just waste it. And, I, coming from myself being a person who does a little programming and does networking and understands computers and goes through those things, I actually can say I give them props for that. These developers, they are put through a real, a ringer when it comes to creating content. And these this rehashing of the old content is a good thing. It gives people a spin of what they've presently been doing and presently been playing. Now, what I kind of like is that, these people worked really hard on this stuff. And to use it for, a couple of years or a couple of weeks and then get rid of it, it's a real shame. But I am happy that we do see these things come back. And the reason I do like seeing them come back is because you have a dungeon like Karazhan, which I do not remember doing when it was live, or I remember it, but very vaguely. So it kind of gives me an insight of going, oh, this is kind of cool. I get to play this dungeon. This is good. I like it. I'm happy with it. So you have, more than one feature when it comes to that. Now, the the thing that I kind of I feel like the season 4 affix is kind of like a throwaway. I feel like it's an easy thing for them to deal with. They're just like, let's just give them buffs and let them go. The more they kill, the more stronger they get. Let's go. I feel that that is a very much a cop out, for a affix, but I can't say much about the rehashing of the Mythic Plus dungeons. I think that this is. I think this shows. what Blizzard is capable of when it comes to revitalizing a season. I know that I think it's pretty good to go through and learn. Um, as a person who I mainly run Mythic Pluses, I do also progression raid 2 days a week, but I would say that out of the, let's do quick calculation. Pull out the calculator. Uh, I play Warcraft 45 hours a week, at least, and that's on stream. So out of those 45 hours, um, 6 of them are rating. So let's say 7 of them are rating, okay? Which is, so that means 38 hours is, the maximum that I would be doing for Mythic Pluses. The thing that I didn't like about this edition is that the gear was kind of like spread out. Like, it's season 4 now. I knew where I needed to get my gear for season 1, 2, 3, and 4. I would go in and I would grind them. And I would get my gear and get ready for raid. And then I'd be, I don't want to be the person that holds back the raid by not having my gear and not being ready that first week. So it's very hard for me to do that. In the end, I'm happy that, I got the opportunity to do these other dungeons. It was very much harder for me to gear up this time than last time. Let me rephrase that. Gear up my specialty items, trinkets, rings, weapons. When it comes to the other pieces of gear, that the what's it called? The creation catalyst fixed that problem for me. So I didn't need to specifically hunt down in each zone for what I needed. I needed the mastery injector in Iron Docks. I kept running Iron Docks. I got a helm from there. I got shoulders from there. I took them to the creation catalyst. I made them tier. That was good for me. That's what I went. That creation catalyst is such a good thing for them to have. And I think it really rounds out early gearing, or I should say issues in early gearing, where you're trying to hunt down specific pieces of gear. The things that I don't like is that some of the best pieces of gear are still forced into a raid scenario. And I don't feel like that should be the case. I should not have to run Sepulchre of the First Ones for a trinket. Though that gear should also be equivalent in Mythic Plus or something comparable. I still think that Mythic rating is still harder than Mythic Pluses because you have to contend with more people. But I think that the fact that you can get 304 gear from Mythic rating and you can only get the 298 gear maximum from non-raid gear, and you can only get the 304 gear from the chest, or I should say the vault, if you will, is a compromise. But I think that in the future, they can kind of use this knowledge and stepping stone to kind of go forward. And I think that that's going to be very, very unique. But yeah, this is like the Mythic Plus portion of what I think they're doing for this season. I'm going to be doing another video about faded raids. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video. And then the last video I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to do a video that talks to you all about where I think Blizzard is going with this. So, okay. So, thank you again for stopping in and watching this video. My name is Pete, also known as Lord PeteyTV. I'm on Twitch Monday through Friday from 3 to 11. As you heard, I do lots and lots of Mythic Pluses. I do lots of raiding. I do a lot of talking. I do a lot of carries. I like to get my community, everyone in the community, at least 115 by the end of the week. So I try my damnedest to get as much as I can done for everybody. And if you want to join in and help, by all means, keep me posted and I will help you in our Discord. And it's Lord PD on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. All right. Well, thanks again, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.